So today, guys, we are gonna be discussing cruising the Pacific versus the Atlantic and the 5 differences, right? This one is gonna be interesting. Now, did you know, guys, that the Pacific Ocean is more than twice the size of the Atlantic? Yet, the Atlantic sees millions more cruises and millions more passengers every year. Surprised? You are not alone. You are not alone. Hey guys, hey. I am Philogene and this is Island Vacation Travel Podcast. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Today, we're setting sail to compare the actual Pacific Ocean versus the Atlantic Ocean. And I know it's not something that you've thought about, but today we're going to discuss the differences between the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. Right? All right, guys. Now, what are the real differences? And which ocean gives you the dream cruise experience you're looking for? Let's face it, when most people plan a cruise, they're either stuck to what they actually know or they actually follow where the deals are, which is not a problem. But here's the challenge. Choosing between the Pacific or the Atlantic cruise isn't just about geography. It's about experience. Yes. Now, are you looking for cultural immersion or beach hopping? Do you want adventures or laid back luxury? It's all up to you. Should you cruise to the Caribbean hotspots, Mediterranean coast, or the remote Pacific island? Yes, most travelers actually get overwhelmed trying to figure out which side of the world suits them best. That's why today I'm breaking it down for you guys. Yes, I'm breaking it down for you today. Now, if you're dreaming of your next cruise but don't know where to start, head over to www.islandvacas.com. That is ISLANDVACAS.com, where we help match travelers with the perfect cruise, whether that's across the Atlantic's historical gems or the Pacific's lush islands. Book a free discovery call and get our advice. Now, that's going to change very soon, so take advantage of it. That's www.islandvacas, that's ISLANDVACAS.com. Your compass to unforgettable travel, right? Now, let's dive into the 5 key differences between cruising the Pacific versus the Atlantic. First of all, destination versus diversity. The Atlantic. Think Caribbean, Europe, Mediterranean, New England, Iceland. Yes, guys, and even Africa. Yes. You've got cultural cities like Barcelona and Lisbon, island escapes like St. Lucia. See the flag right there? And not forgetting Turks and Caicos, and historic gems like Quebec and even Amsterdam. Yes, that is all Atlantic. Now, let's switch over to the Pacific. Think Hawaii, French Polynesia, Fiji, New Zealand, Australia, guys, and even Asia. Big up to my friends from Kiribati Islands. Do your research, guys. It's just like the Caribbean, also in the Pacific Ocean. Now, the Pacific is actually vast. Less spots, longer distances, but once in a lifetime destinations. You got to think volcanoes, atolls, Maori villages, and coral archipelagos. Yes, amazing. Now, second on the list, guys, climate and the seas. Very important to put in mind because different oceans, different beasts, right? Let's start with the Atlantic. Predictable seasons. So when you wonder why there's more cruises out there, predictable seasons. Caribbean cruises are perfect year round, but hurricane season, that can actually be between June and November. And guys, global warming is real, so it's actually changing, just so y'all know. Okay? It can bring major disruptions between June and November. Most times it's in the latter part of the year, right? Now, the Pacific, on the other hand, the weather varies drastically. Tropical in Polynesia, temperate in Australia, and chilly near Alaska. That's like a whole spectrum of different types of weather. And yes, French Polynesia is tropical, just like the Caribbean. It's in the southern part of the world, right? On the southern hemisphere. Guys, the seas, they can be rougher in parts. I mean, different parts of the world, the ocean is just different. It acts up different, the weather is different. So that's why, especially in the Southern Pacific or across the international date line, yes, it gets very tricky. All right. Now, further on the list, guys, cruise duration and ship type, right? For the Atlantic, popular for shorter cruises, 3 to 7 nights from Florida, Miami, or even the European ports. Ships are typically larger as well. Entertainment heavy. It's all about entertainment, right? And very family friendly. Very, very family friendly. So with your family, that would be perfect. For the Pacific, think longer, more immersive itineraries. Usually between like 10 to 20 days. So that's those longer cruise with more boutique ships, expedition vessels, and fewer mega ships and crowds, right? Now, there's a reason. Next, you have the onboard experience, right? The onboard experience is very different. On the Atlantic side, big brands, very big brands, and you guys will be familiar with those brands. Royal Caribbean, Carnival, MSC, Disney, just to name a few. Holland America, just to name a few, dominate the Atlantic, right? Expect water parks, casinos, musicals, and also party vibes. That's what it's about, right? Now, it's perfect for families and multi-generational groups. Not gonna lie about that. For the Pacific, however, many cruisers focus on education, culture, and nature, similar to how the industry of cruising actually started, expeditions. It was usually educated people going on do research and stuff across the world. So this more suits into there, right? Think National Geographic expeditions, Ponant, or Oceania cruises. These are also some cruise lines that we do business with, but they actually focus on the Pacific. They focus on expeditions, education, experiences, right? Guest speakers come on board, marine biologists, local cuisine. That's some of the stuff that you get on there. This is much slower, and I would consider it meaningful travel, right? Now, fifth on the list, we have adventure versus relaxation. In the Atlantic, it's more structured excursions, right? City tours, island shopping, snorkeling, walks, you know, stuff to keep you going and entertain. You still get part of the discovery, but it's not so entrenched, right? The Pacific, on the other hand, it's about discovery, all about discovery. Diving in coral gardens, visiting uninhabited islands, stargazing, my favorite, on the open seas. That is something that you can pay for, right? On the ocean, in the Pacific, it is pitch black. because the islands and the countries are far apart. So what you have is just the open sky and the Milky Way. You'll see shooting stars and everything you can imagine under the sun. That's why I made my wishes come true. FYI, right? Now, guys, if you're looking for a cruise outfit that transitions from the deck to the dinner, check out our IVTA store on our website. Our best travel polos, packable linen shirts, and island style sandals are back in stock. Visit our store. Come, right? Style made for the voyager like you. Yeah, right? So we're back. So here's the big question, guys. Which ocean wins? Which ocean really wins? It depends on you. It just all depends on you. If you want a cruise packed with ports, activities, and social buzz, the Atlantic is unbeatable. But if you want transformative off the grid exploration with surreal nature and depth, the Pacific is calling you guys. It's your calling to actually go to the Pacific if you see that's what you actually like. Me, I'll say this. The Pacific changed the way I actually saw travel, right? I was looking at it in one way because we're in the islands, we're in St. Lucia, we're looking at it one way. The Pacific, I remember watching it on National Geographic and that kind of stuff, Discovery Channel. It made me look at it completely different, especially cruising through um, Alaska or even on the outskirts of Central America going up to Alaska, right? Or French Polynesia Islands. These places welcome you with just a different feel, right? The stories are different. The ancestors navigated by starlight. You have all kind of different stories that just mind-boggling. Totem poles being created and erected in the middle of nowhere. I used to have a totem pole before, but got rid of it. But that's one of the souvenirs I actually picked up, right? That's a spiritual experience, I would say, right? That's not just a cruise. It's not just a cruise, okay? So you have to bear in mind. Now, guys, did that story make you itch to book something? We've partnered with the top cruise lines to offer exclusive Caribbean and Pacific, only available through Island Vacation Travel Agency. 110, go to islandvacays.com/cruise, right? Islandvacays/cruise. Don't forget to check it out. Right? We're gonna set up some kind of discount for our podcast listeners, guys, concerning cruising, because I want to really encourage you all to go cruising, and I love cruising myself. Smarter and also cruise deeper, right? Go a little bit further. Cruise different. We'll find out what the world has to offer. Try different stuff. Don't just try what everybody's trying. Now, let's break down some real traveler scenarios to help you choose when you're going on a cruise. So, family with kids, Atlantic wins. More entertainment, kid zones, shorter travel times, right? If you're honeymooners, Pacific guys, think Bora Bora. And yes, over the Bahamas. Yes, unless you're coming to St. Lucia, that is. Yes. If you're a solo traveler, depend on your vibes, because different people have different vibes. Looking to mingle, I see the Atlantic. Want solitude and want to reflect, want to grow, Pacific is the way to go. Yes, you meet other solo travelers as well. Now, retirees or seasoned cruisers, Pacific routes offer a fresh take, especially Australia to New Zealand voyages or repositioning cruises across the Pacific. Yes, yes, it's something like nothing you've ever experienced. The repositioning cruises, they're just simply amazing and something that like you've never experienced. And don't forget, You have the transatlantic and trans-Pacific cruises as well, right? These are ideal if you love like the sea days, you enjoy cruise lectures and want to unplug as well. They're actually perfect as you get a chance to actually enjoy just being on the water in the middle of nowhere, heading from one continent to the other. Now, cruise planning overload, I got you guys. You could actually book a one-on-one cruise clarity session with me, Al Philogene, right? That's me, where I help you figure out your cruise style and recommend specific itineraries, right? Spots are limited, but podcast listeners actually get priority access to islandvacays.com/cruises, right? Let's get you confident in cruising, right? Now, guys, we're coming to a conclusion, right? From vibrant Caribbean reports to tranquil Pacific paradises, each ocean offers something special. It's not about which ocean is better. No, it's not about that. It's about which one aligns to your travel soul. What tickles your soul, right? So tell me, are you Team Pacific or Team Atlantic? Drop a comment, guys. Leave a review and don't forget to check out our next episodes for pro packing tips for your next cruise vacation, right? We're going to help you all. We've done it before, but we're going to revise it again because it's very important because the packing rules just changed with the TSC. Guys, stay curious, stay cruising, right? Stay island inspired. Until we talk again, guys, next time, tune in. Do not forget to give us a comment, share, like, and subscribe. This has been the Island Vacation Travel Podcast with your host, me, Al Philogene. Thank you guys for riding the wave with me. See you on the next voyage. Right? Bye.